Jordan, just kind of starting off, obviously, a big match this weekend heading into the playoffs, first playoff berth for Revs II. Just overall, how's it feel to be a part of the squad that was able to get Revs II into the playoffs for the first time?
I think it's a good feeling like all around the camp, especially the first playoff. It's like a chance for everyone to like win a trophy this year, and like it just shows from the hard work that we put in like all preseason, the style of play that we've wanted to show all year. I feel like we get the opportunity to show that at this level, so I feel like everyone's just happy and just ready to go this Sunday.
Yeah, and obviously, we spoke earlier and before the start of this season. I remember you telling me that you wanted to lead the team in goals and you were able to do that. So just kind of reflecting on being able to reach that goal and also too, just how do you feel you performed this season?
Um, Obviously, I feel like I did well. I feel like there's always room to improve. Just could have scored more goals this year. I've reflected and gone back of like different chances I've had this year, especially our video analyst Alex Fairchild and gone over with Kurt, Clint, Marcelo. I feel like just obviously looking back at it is good, but also there's room to improve and always time to get better.
Yeah, and obviously now Clint's up with the first team. Just what have you noticed about him as a coach and what maybe stands out? I know it seems like he has a very collaborative approach, at least with the first team. So just what was he like as a head coach?
He always pushes for us to be better. He wants us to be fearless whenever, especially for me, whenever I got a chance in front of goal, just take it. Don't like fear missing. Like they always support us regardless. We miss, we score. It's the same feeling throughout. So I feel like just giving us confidence and just helping us like to get better every day.
Yeah, and obviously MLS Next Pro has a kind of unique playoff system. You're able to pick your opponent. I'd love to just kind of get into the process. I don't know if, was it the players helping ending up picking the union? Just what was it like to be in this unique process of getting to pick your opponent in the playoffs?
Obviously, there's a different format. I feel like we didn't want to complicate it too much, so we just went for the seventh seed. But also it helped because we played Union 3 times and beat them 3 times. But I feel like just in general, we're gonna pick the seventh seed. So from the team, we just had that everyone just was aware of what's gonna go on. So I feel like that was like fair for everyone to understand.
Yeah, and it has been interesting, especially the latter half of the season. There's kind of been a lot of different coaches for you guys. Obviously, you had Clint, you have Marcelo, and it just seems to, especially now, kind of be a team effort when it comes to the coaching staff. I guess just what
Yeah.
does it say about the club to be able to finish out the season and be able to ensure that first playoff berth even amidst all these changes?
It just from the identity of the club that we've had from the start preseason. We've had the same like type of playing style, and whichever coach that had us as a group just wanted us to focus on ourselves. So like I feel like that's a good aspect. We just didn't change a lot, so it would have been hard to try to change a style of play like mid-season towards the end of the season. So like the team's comfortable and we all know what we're doing, regardless of who's starting or who's coming in. So I feel like that's good for the group.
Yeah, and obviously it was kind of your first season with the club. Just overall, I don't know if there's a player or two that kind of stood out and, really maybe impressed you with their play so far this season.
I feel like everyone really like our whole team, like from the back line keeper to the forward line, we've had clean sheets, had a lot of goals of games. I feel like yeah, I can't really like say a name, but I feel like as a group, like we're a strong group, and that's just what we're gonna use to go forward in the playoffs.
Yeah, and obviously, as a professional, I would assume, you want to continue to move up, like you mentioned, continue to improve. With your performance so far this season, are you kind of itching to hopefully get a chance with the first team next year?
Yeah, definitely. That's always been a thing in my head to move up with the first team. For like I just thought all year just focus on doing well with the second team, not really focus too much on every game, trying to impress to move up that game. Just take the season as a whole, improve on myself, and then that hopefully will show, and then hopefully get the opportunity next year.
Yeah, and I guess just organizationally wise, just what has impressed you about New England? Obviously you have Kurt, you have Clint, but just as an organization, maybe what has stood out, about Revs II?
I feel like just the attention to detail, especially with like whenever we get first team players coming down, we still try to implement our style in the second team. I feel like and also no matter who comes down, the work ethic stays the same. I feel like that's good for the group because everyone wants to win regardless of if they're playing with the first team or second team. It's the same like theme for both teams.
Yeah, and just kind of want to wrap up with some fun questions. I saw the story that was posted on the club's website, and I noticed that your favorite TV show was Wizards of Waverly Place. Just give me the story. Just tell me why it's your favorite show.
Uh, like that as a child, like every time I get home from school, just slap on Disney Channel, and I feel like that was one of my favorite shows to watch as a kid. There was obviously others like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody and like iCarly, but that stood out the most.
You and I know I noticed you put Dave and Drake as some of your favorite artists. So I'd love to know like when you're in the locker room like before a game, what's like one song that you have to listen to?
Um, oh, uh, I like the new Day Song Meridian or um there's a lot, because obviously there's a lot of different cultures in the team. So maybe a Burner Boy song,
All
definitely.
right. Nice, nice. And also too, I've kind of noticed you're definitely one who enjoys the cellys. I saw the Marcus Rashford. So I guess just when you score a goal, kind of like what's in your mind and like what are the emotions that maybe go into, picking the celebration?
Sometimes there's like adrenaline kicking in. So sometimes like I'm just trying to run to the corner, but then I'll see like other people doing the Ronaldo Rashford Celly, so I just do it. But I feel like I didn't really have a Celly but I just saw Rashford scoring a lot, so that just came to mind. So just it's like a superstition that every time he scored, he did it, so it helped him score more goals. So it's kind of like a little superstition.
All right, so hopefully, we'll be seeing it in the postseason. But Jordan, really do appreciate the time. So thank you so much.
No worries, anytime. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Best of luck.